What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome back. It's your boy Farmer Blu. And of course, welcome to the family farm. This is Blu Berry Acres. Yes, sir. Oh yeah, we specialize in making a very special, very hot new cereal brand called Blu Berry Oats. Yeah, you know more about what that's about here in a bit. And we also, don't wait, it gets better. We also have a energy drink in the making. It's still in planning phase, but it's gonna be called what's it called? What is it? Double B XL. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna call it. Double B X. Still working with the marketing team on how we're gonna go with that. Anyways, so this is our house. It's our little little home here, little farm in again Blu Berry Acres here in I think it's somewhere in East Wyoming. Yeah, it's summertime. It's July. Let's get the time down. And I got my Chevy Silverado here. We also have our blueberry truck. As you can see, it says blueberry on it. Oh yeah, you know what it is, guys. You know what it is. And somewhere around here is Perry. Is that him? Where's Perry? There he is. There's Perry. Come here, Perry. Hey. What are you doing up there? What are you doing? You gargoyle? I'm trying to pet you, bro. Come here. Stop running. Freaking. Alright, Perry doesn't want to play. Anyways, I'm going to show you guys around my farm. This is Farming Simulator 22. This is our little workshop here. We can actually fix up our tractors and any vehicle that needs to be fixed. That's what that is. And we have a couple little sheds here. So we have our tractor here on the left. This is basically my shed for like grass care. So we have a bunch of grass stuff in here. Is our Fend 1050 Vario. Pretty nice tractor. We have our grass cutting, grass mowing things. Yeah, whatever you call it. I have a windrower there, and that's another grass thing. And yeah, I obviously don't know anything about farming. Anyway, and then we all back here we have a hay baler. I will not be using that today. I'll run over here to the other side, and on this side we have a John Deere tractor, a bit smaller. It has little spikes on the front to pick up hay. I have a couple mulchers. I have a little mini blueberry tractor, and this is all actually for harvesting and taking care of grapes. You'll see that here in just a little bit as well. So let's go ahead and continue. And this is our farm, man. Yeah, this is my little humble farm. Now we're gonna hop in our little gator. You know, it's definitely helpful to use this to get around. So drive over here. You see, this is my massive. Well, I don't know if this is considered to be massive, but this is our grape farm, or I should say grape vineyard. These will all eventually become grapes, and we'll harvest them. You can see right now they're green, so they're obviously very far from ripe. But they've already been fertilized and taken care of. So right now we just kind of wait until harvest season for the grapes, and we'll eventually turn these into raisins, and those raisins will go into our blueberry oats. Or blueberry O's. Still working with the marketing team on that. And also some of it, hopefully we have enough, we can split it, and the rest of it will go towards our Double B XL energy drink, made with fresh organic ingredients. Yeah, special juice coming soon. But yeah, that's what that is for. We'll drive over here, and this on the right is just the grass. It's literally just gonna be grass. Not have any plans for that just yet. On the left though, you can see we have corn growing. Oh yeah, so this is kind of part of the process of making our cereal is a corn. It's not ready to harvest yet. It's still growing, but it's looking very, very nice so far. Still in the very early stages of growth. So still got a ways to go on that. Definitely looking for it. Stay tuned for more info on the cornfield. Oh, and it's a pretty big one too. You can see we zoom out. Pretty large cornfield, and we're actually on the default Elm Creek map. If I go to this, what's the button to go to the map? Here it is. Here's our farm. We're in the top left corner of the Elm Creek map, And I own basically all of this. So I have 1, 2, 3, all the way to 10. Eventually, I'll probably pick up 11 too, but it's across the river and across the bridge, so it's not as convenient to get to that. But the one we're looking at right now is all of these. I've actually combined them all. This was 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. This was a bunch of different fields, and I went with the plow. It took quite a lot of time, and I've combined them all to make one massive field. I think it's gonna be a bit more beneficial for us, and a lot easier for us to harvest. So we'll move over. We actually do have one field that is ready to go, and that is this guy right here. It is our wheat field. Oh yeah, so this is our wheat field, and it is ready to be harvested. We're gonna run over and get the harvester and get this field started. We do have a what do you call it, a flower plant or processing plant. We have a few different processing buildings over there on the right. You'll see once we get over there. But yeah, this is our, I really like this road. This road is really cool. We have our wheat ready. We used to have sunflowers, but I was like, you know, sunflowers just didn't seem that interesting or that profitable for us. So the corn, what we'll do with the corn is we'll take the corn over to the, I think we have a corn meal. Then we'll turn the corn into cereal. We'll also sell some of it raw to some of the different distribution locations. But yeah, look at our beautiful farm. Oh yeah, I didn't even show you guys my solar panels, but this is where we're going right here. This is where all of the rest of our equipment is stored. We have a couple of different buildings and shelters. There's our harvester over there. It's a very basic John Deere harvester. I don't think I have any mods on it, but we'll take a look at that here in just a bit. There's our power washer, and this is where our workshop is. We can pop this door open. I don't think I have anything in here yet. You know, I like to have room and space to grow. Over here is our workshop. So I can, again, I have a workshop on both sides of the farm because I'm lazy. I don't like to drive things everywhere. And then back here we have our fuel. That's where we can refuel our petrol, as you guys say it over in Europe. And in here is our biggest building. And in here I have the majority of our equipment. We have, oh yeah, this is a big tractor. We got our Case 400 Magnum over here, as well as our John Deere 410 8R, and all of our planting and fertilizing equipment is all in here. And then we have over here, we have I think this is a, what is this? Is it a mulcher? I think it's a mulcher. I don't know what, I'm pretty confident that is a mulcher. And then this is a weeder, and this is our plow. And over here is our cultivator. This is actually absolutely my favorite tool. It does everything. So yeah, this is a very nice little shelter we have here. And again, I think this is all default stuff. I don't have a whole lot of mods installed, but as you can tell, I spent a lot of time designing the farm. I think all the money that I've ever had has gone into terraforming. There actually used to be a lake here. It is now gone. I got rid of it. We'll move over here, and over here we have our, what do you call it? I know one of these produces flour and the other produces something else. Guess we'll have to go see. We have a multi-grain silo right there. This silo will actually produce anything you can think of. I love it. Here's our regular silo right now. We have soybeans and sunflowers and some oats in it. So we could sell that right now. We have our debris crusher, which I need to actually get the mod that allows you to turn that into lime, actually make it useful. Have a semi truck, couple trailers. This is the one we'll be putting our harvest in, and this one is for carrying, you know, other stuff. And this is what do you call this thing? A stone thingy. It's a thing that picks up stone. And then we have all of our what do you call this thing? This is a say it in the chat. What the heck is that thing? The freaking outhouse. No, greenhouse. Yeah, that's what it is. Greenhouse. So we're producing strawberries. I don't know what this is. Is that strawberry? Oh, that's a chainsaw. Strawberries. Yep, strawberries there. Lettuce and tomatoes, you know, the usual. It's honestly, in my opinion, one of the best ways to make some extra money. Just produce that. All you gotta do is water it. That's literally all. It just grows on its own. This here is our grape processing unit. So once we get our grapes, you know, harvested, we'll bring them over here and we'll turn them into either raisins or, you know, our energy drink. You know, double B XL. So over here, yeah, this is called a grain mill. So in here we can put in oats, wheat, and something else. Oats, wheat. Yeah, there's things. I guess I could click on it. Oats, wheat, and sorghum, and barley. Yeah, so basically you put that in here, and then over time it creates flour, and in that flour we can sell, and that is the idea. The same idea with the processing plant. We could get raisins or grape juice. It's not going to be grape juice. It's going to be double BXL, obviously, and we can sell that. And the same thing with the cereal. We can actually access that from here too, but we need, to make cereal, we need honey, raisins, oat, and corn. So you can see we have corn in the field, we have raisins that will eventually be made after the grapes, and then we need to actually get some honey going. We haven't done that yet. I haven't got the bee guy here to get all the honey hives or beehives ready for honey. We'll do that. We'll take care of that. Also, you probably have noticed, you may have not seen an oat field. We have wheat, but not oat. So we have a kind of a big master plan. So the idea is, I think this is actually the cereal factory. Yeah, this one is a cereal factory. So that one will not be really processing anything until we actually get all the ingredients we need. Anyways, back to the gator. These are all a bunch of flour pallets that I've already produced from our last harvest. So yeah, we got things to do. We do have oats in the silo, so we'll probably use all that oat, put it toward the flour production. But what the plan is right now is where the wheat is currently, this big yellow field in front of us. After we harvest all that wheat, that should honestly last us a pretty good amount of time. Unless we sell it all, we can make a lot of flour with that. Next year, I'm actually gonna plant oat there instead, because the amount of oat that I'm going to produce should be enough to not only produce flour, but to also produce cereal. So hopping out the gator and over to our harvester. This is what's up. This is my favorite time of year, man. Hop into the John Deere T560. I love how I just said it like I know what that means. So this is a grain, so we're gonna back up and we'll get that first, I guess you call it a combine. You guys know how new I am to this. It's so interesting when I try out new games. I'm so uneducated, but the great thing is you guys who watch these videos always educate me in chat, and people always say, how do you learn how to do these things? Well, you know, I make videos as a noob, and then I post those videos as a noob, and then you guys go in the comments and murder me and like, hell no, this is not a this is not a John Deere that, this is a this, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know that, and now I do. That's how I learn a lot of things. Same thing with live streams, right? So I do a live stream knowing literally nothing about something, and while in the live stream, people come and be like, oh, this is what this is what that means, and then that's how I learn. And then obviously watching a buttload of freaking tutorials. So anyways, we are going to harvest this guy here. Now you could actually use, you're probably wondering too, if you've seen my trucking videos and racing videos, why is he not using a steering wheel and joystick or a shifter? Well, the truth is I've just been too lazy to set it up. That's really it. So I'm just using a mouse and keyboard. First you need to unfold it, right? I think that's the X key. Yes, unfolder. I'll say this, man, farming sim. First of all, I can't believe I'm playing farming sim. Who'd have thought? Who'd have freaking thought? And I'm not playing it because somebody told me to play it. I'm playing it because I actually enjoy it. Like all this stuff you see here, I have personally spent time creating. All right, we're gonna hit the V key. That's gonna lower it. There it is. And then we're gonna hit the B key, and that is going to turn it on. Oh yeah, you can see my guy in there too. So now all we gotta do is press the W and go forward and start. Actually, I want to create straw too, because I want to turn this into hay and make some more money with it. The thing about this game, man, is there's a lot of ways to make income. And enable straw. Enable straw. Enable straw. There it is. Alright, it's working now. I think it's working. Let's see. It should create little lines of straw, and that straw we can turn into hay bales or straw bales, and we can sell those hay bales, or we could actually use them to feed cattle and horses, stuff like that, which I do plan to do as well. You can see I got a lot of extra space around my land, so I would like to eventually start raising some animals. I just haven't had the patience for it yet. That's basically it. So anyways, we're gonna harvest this field, or my worker will harvest this field. One of my favorite features of this game is the hire worker. Now I can just walk around and do other things while the worker makes perfect lines in the field. Now, it's gonna take him a while. Obviously he's only going like 5 miles per hour, so that's gonna take a while to do. And while he does that, I can go tend to the sheep. I'm just kidding, I don't have sheep. But yeah, so yeah, we're gonna turn this into straw bales. But as I was saying, the things I love about this game is that you can kind of really think and be strategic on how you make money. So for example, this is a seasonal cycle as well. If I go to the main menu, we go see we do have seasons here, and so certain crops can only be planted or harvested in different months and seasons of the year. So right now we're doing wheat. Wheat can be harvested starting in July all the way to the end of August. Corn, which is our other field, cannot be harvested until October. And then let's see, wheat. So right after wheat is harvested, we can actually plant wheat again in September, and then that'll be growing for the whole year until next year. We'll go ahead and do it. But we're going to be doing oat, right? We plan to do oat. We can't plant oat until March. So what I can do for the wheat field or the oat field is I can actually plant grass. Grass is down here, or oilseed radish, and I think more beneficial will be grass. I could plant grass, and that grass will grow and be ready to harvest multiple times. That I can cut that grass, turn it into hay bales, sell those hay bales, and make a decent amount of profit on what I call the off season through the winter months. And then when we get back around to March, when it's time to plant oat, we can boom, plant oat and make our oat. So instead of just having an empty field making no money, it's better to kind of have something there, and it's, you know, it's something I like to do. So corn, kind of a similar aspect. We could do the same thing. Once corn is harvested in October, we should still be able, maybe it's gonna be close, we could immediately plant grass after that and grow that grass over kind of like the you know, early winter, late winter time maybe, and then in time plant corn in April. So we'll see what I do. It does take a lot of time though to not only plant the grass, but to you know, harvest the grass and bale it up, all that stuff like that. So it takes time, but it does give you something to do in the winter, because in the winter there's nothing growing. Everything stops growing in the winter. And so you basically just have fields doing nothing. You can't harvest anything, you can't plant anything, unless you have other ways of making income. For example, I mentioned the things over here. Quickly, let's hop back in the Gator. So yeah, so my greenhouses, for example, those grow all year long. That's always growing. So that's one way to continue to make money through the winter months, through the off season. Also, you know, you have your flour, your grain mill, and your cereal factory, which is continuing to be producing through the winter months. And then a lot of times you can sell also during those times. So it is, I don't know, I personally, I like the seasonal idea, but I like to take advantage of the income that can be made through the winter when you can't, you know, do any field work. So, but anyways, that is my farm. That is Blu Berry Acres, guys. That's kind of the vision behind it. And over here I have some solar panels. So these solar panels, the great thing about these solar panels is they produce income as well. I think it's like I don't know, I think maybe like $1,000 a month or something per panel. I can't remember how much it is. Let me see. Yes, so you make $8,928 a month just for having this on your land. So every time a month rolls by, you get paid $8,000 per panel. Now it does cost $93,000, but over time, it's worth it. So anytime I have the money, I go ahead and invest in another panel. Again, this is the way I have money coming in, so I can invest back into my farm. And by investing into my farm, I mean decorate it, basically. All right, we're gonna hop into our American Pride semi truck. I'm not sure if it's connected to that. No, it's not. I'm gonna connect that trailer. There we go. And that's where we're gonna put all of our grain. Hopefully we can make this turn. There we go. All right, and I think to remove the top is the N key. There it is. And I'm gonna drive this baby as I am, just all over the road. Hey, I own this land. I can drive on the road, off the road, that's up to me. So I'm gonna drive this all the way over here, and we'll use this to empty it. I think honestly, now that my fields are all combined, it would not be a bad idea to maybe invest in a larger harvester. Maybe. I'm gonna hop in this guy. I'm gonna fire the worker, and I actually don't have. Which way should I do this? Go this way, I guess. We'll turn it. Turn around. There we go. Uh-oh. Yeah, that'll work. So I forgot what I was gonna say. Completely gone. So sorry if you're like, yeah, you were talking about this. Yeah, I don't know what I was talking about. Oh, I don't have field destruction turned on because I'm just, yeah, I would lose all my fields. So all I gotta do is roll that underneath there, and boom. As long as the harvester is on, it will start releasing all the grain out of it, and it'll fill up this truck. I don't know how many liters I can fit in here, and I don't know how they do it in real farms, but I would like to be able to customize the metric there. So what if I want to know how many pounds of wheat I have, or tons, or I don't know. It'd be nice to be able to customize that, but whatever. Liters, it is what it is, and it depends. Some years, depending on how well you actually. Oh, what? It stopped. I have to be in it, or is it empty? Oh, it's empty. Okay, it's empty. So we'll move this guy over here, and we'll park him there, and then we'll hop back into the harvester, the good old John Deere. And is it? Oh, yeah. There we go. Now watch out for kamikaze traffic out here, guys. I do have traffic coming up and down this road, and if they hit you, they'll send you flying across the map. It's ridiculous. So, all right, so we'll go back into the spot it was in, and we'll hit the good old B. And there we go. Hire the worker. We got a lady in there now. Now, it's something so just satisfying about the harvest and the harvesting and watching this thing go and just like do perfect. I don't know what it is, man. Is when it comes to the things that I enjoy most about farming sim, there's just something oddly satisfying about the harvesting process and watching these big old machines go through a field like this. And they did such a good job on the animations, on the particle effects, on the way it's very believable. Before starting and playing this game, I knew absolutely nothing about farming. I still know nothing about farming, but I knew a lot less about farming. A lot less. So we're gonna let her do this field, and we'll catch up with her when she's finished. All right, we have our first full truckload of wheat, and we got about 40,700 liters. Oh yeah, that sounds like a pretty good amount. That's a pretty good amount. So, and we've done about half the field, which means if we have equal the amount in the second half, we'll have about 80,000 or so liters of wheat. That's a lot of freaking wheat. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the truck and drive it back over to I'm trying to decide, do I want to put this straight into the grain mill and have it produce flour, or do I want to put this into my silo and keep it for later? But I think for this first run, I'm just gonna go ahead and dump it into our grain mill. That's kind of the whole purpose of the wheat anyways, and this is planning to be our last wheat harvest for a long time. So I'm gonna go ahead and let that drop out now, drop that into the grain mill, and that'll start producing wheat flour, and from there we can make bread. Now technically I don't have a bakery on my land, so I don't technically make bread. I just make the flour for the bread. The bakery I think can make cakes and all kind of really fun stuff. So the only problem with that is you also need a bunch of other ingredients to make a lot of different things, and we don't have all of that yet. We'd have to have probably like 5 different farms to kind of get that working. So the bakery is kind of difficult to do. I think it makes more than just bread and cakes. It makes some other things too, but you need a lot of different ingredients to make just one thing, and I don't have all those ingredients coming out of my farm. So there it is, dumped already. If we get out and walk over here, we'll see that we have wheat. We have 40,000 liters of wheat, and I can go ahead and just get that started right now. I hit activate. and that will start producing flour. And then once the flour is made, we can sell that when it's time to sell. And about selling, we can go over to the prices, and you'll see that wheat right now is going for the max $570 per 1,000 liters. Now if we sell it as flour, we get 890 per 1,000 liters. Now this is not even the peak time to sell it. This is the seasonal fluctuations chart. So right now we're in July, so this is like the worst time you could actually sell flour, and probably the same time, yeah, worst time to sell wheat. So the best time to sell wheat and flour is around the winter time, December, January. So around that time, we'll see the prices go up quite a bit, and we'll sell it then. But right now, we're just gonna produce it, we'll store it, and then whenever we see the price at the right price, we'll sell it. All right, while the worker is still harvesting the wheat, remember that hay baler I talked about? Well, I went ahead and picked up the case, and we're gonna go ahead and get started on getting that. Oh, that's not the right one. What's behind door number 2? I think it's on this side. Let's see. Door number 6. Dun 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 dun. Yep, there she is. And we'll go ahead and back this in here. This is a map. The thing about the game is you don't realize in the game how big this trailer is. If you see this thing in real life, this thing is map. Like look at it in comparison to my body inside. This thing is huge. Alright, we'll go ahead and drag this out, and we can use this to go ahead and start baling up some of that straw. That's one of the reasons I like grain harvesting. And at first I was like, I feel like grains is so, you don't make that much money on grain, stuff like that, right? But and you really do, actually. Like, so for example, with this big old field, we're gonna make all the money we're gonna make on the actual harvest itself, and we're also going to produce that into flour. But we also can make a ton of money on selling the straw itself. So I think it's empty. Let me make sure that it's empty. Yeah, I think it is empty. So we can go ahead and lower the baler. So the way this works, that's well, you'll see it move. This guy here actually goes down to the ground, and it rolls, and it's actually going to suck up all of the grains and send it into the baler. It's gonna wrap it up and then shoot it out the back. And I think this is a square one, so it shoots out in square bales. So let's go ahead and try that. I'm gonna turn it on with the B key. That's gonna kick on, and we'll just drive right over top of this, and hopefully it works. And you want to be straight on. It's pretty easy to do. Sadly, you cannot get the worker to do this. So you gotta do this manually. A lot of things the worker can do, but this is one of the things that it can't. And like I said, you can build these up, pack them into a truck, and sell them off very easily. You see there's the hay bale in the back, and you can do this from the inside view or the outside view. Yeah, there we go, and we are done. That is what I'm talking about. We'll go ahead and fire that worker. Actually, I think we're done. No, we're almost done. My bad. I thought we were done. We got one more little bit over here. Something that's also very satisfying about the inside view, in my opinion, too. I love being on the inside view. Really get a really nice sense of immersion. I feel like this game would be really cool in VR, if that were a thing. Oh, you're awake now? Now that I'm recording? And it also has Track IR and Tobii Eye support, so it's actually pretty cool. Alright, and that now, ladies and gentlemen, should be it. We've already done 2 full truckloads. We'll shut that off, leave the engine on, we'll hop out, run over here, hop in our truck. And let's go. Yeah, we'll float the rest. So we have almost a truckload right now. So it's probably going to be like 2.5 truckloads for this entire field. It took just about an hour for me, with the AI's assistance, to do this entire field. So we'll go ahead and drop this off, But as you can see, there's a lot of work to be done on that field now, even after the harvest is done. That's the fun part. The harvest is the fun part. Now is the actual work. One thing that is very cool is that you can create multiplayer servers, and you can bring friends online to co-op and help you out with your own farms. Or you can go onto other people's farms and help them with that. Or you can even join a dedicated server, which is really cool, where the server keeps going and you log on and you kind of continue with that persistence, which is pretty cool. We'll see how much we got in total. And it looks like we currently have 99,000 liters of wheat. Wow, that was a really good harvest. This is gonna be a really good year. Hopefully we can get as much flour as possible before the winter, so we can go ahead and sell, or we might hold on to that storage and wait to the next year. Depends on how bad we need the money. But yeah, man, thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know how you like this video, how you like the farming sim content. Very different. We don't usually do that. Also, let me know what you think of Farmer Blu. But yeah, as you can see, lots of work. We're going to shut that off for now. A lot of work to be done on this field. We're gonna go back through and basically we're gonna bale all of this straw with the straw baler. We're gonna need to mulch down what's left on the field, and then we're gonna need to fertilize, cultivate, plow, whichever is needed for the field for the next harvest. And yeah, and it's not even time for the corn yet. The corn's right next to it, so we'll take care of that later on. But yeah, lots of work to be done, and you know, maybe I'll bring it on multiplayer. Maybe you guys can help me out with it. But anyways, guys, I'll let you guys go. Thank you so much for joining me and Farmer Blu on this Farming Simulator 2022 video. Until next time, remember, you have 3 choices: give up, give in, and give it all you got. Peace, love, and God bless you. I will see you guys next time, next video. I'm out. Peace.